Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case from Newport News, Virginia. In October of 2023, a 50-year-old woman battling stage 4 breast cancer disappeared from her apartment. Her family says she left without her wallet, her purse, her driver's license, or even a photograph of her son. Things they say she would never leave behind. Just 10 days before she vanished, she told her daughter she had been assaulted. Now, more than 2 years later, her family is still searching, still begging for answers. What happened to her? This is the story of Sherree Brown. Sherree Brown was 50 years old when she disappeared from Newport News, Virginia. She stood just 4 feet 11 inches tall and weighed around 130 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. Her family says she had a smile that could light up a room. Sherree was a mother, a daughter, a sister, and in the fall of 2023, she was fighting for her life against stage 4 breast cancer. Her daughter, Alexis Gibbs, has said Sherree was someone who always stayed in touch, someone who would never just disappear. And she would never have left without one thing she kept close: a photograph of her son. For several years, Sherree had called home an apartment in Newport News, Virginia. She was last known to be in the Newport News area, where she lived. On October 17, 2023, Alexis spoke to her mother by phone. It would be the last time she ever heard her voice. When days passed with no contact, concern quickly turned into fear. On October 24th, Alexis reported her mother missing to the Newport News Police Department. When Sherree stopped answering her phone, her family went to her apartment, and what they found made their fears worse. Her wallet was still there, her purse, her ID, and the photograph of her son. Family members have said this was completely out of character for her. How Sherree left that apartment and what happened next has never been confirmed. To understand what may have happened to Sherree, we have to go back 10 days before she disappeared. October 7th, 2023. Sherree calls her daughter with a disturbing story. She said a man had attacked her and attempted to sexually assault her. She told Alexis that he would not let her out of his vehicle. At one point, Sherree managed to escape. But as she ran, the man got back into his truck and tried to run her over. The assault happened just days before she vanished, and her family has said the timing raises questions about what happened next. There was another fact that made Sherree's disappearance even more urgent. She was battling stage 4 breast cancer. After she vanished, Sherree missed a scheduled medical appointment on November 13th, something her daughter has said she never would have done. For someone undergoing cancer care, missing medical appointments could have serious consequences. For Sherree's family, every day without answers added to their fear and urgency. On October 24th, 2023, Alexis filed a missing person report, but it would take more than a month for an Ashanti alert, which is Virginia's alert system for missing adults believed to be endangered. The alert was sent out on December 4th, 2023, 41 days after Sherree was reported missing. When asked about the timing, Newport News Police Chief Steve Drew said investigators made decisions based on the information available at the time. For Sherree's family, those 41 days felt like an eternity. As weeks turned into months, the Brown family refused to stay silent. They spoke publicly, holding press conferences, and calling on police and the community for answers. They also held vigils to keep Sherree's name and story in the public eye. As time passed, the days continued to add up. 1 day, 10 days, 100 days. Now, more than 2 years later, her family is still searching, still asking questions, and still pleading with anyone who may know something to come forward. So what have police said they've done to find Sherree Brown? According to the Newport News Police, investigators have described taking a range of steps, including conducting searches and canvassing areas in and around Newport News, following leads and reviewing available information, taking what police have called deep dives into Sherree's contacts and daily routines, and carrying out a physical search in mid-2024. Police have said they remain in contact with the family, even when there are no new developments to share. But the family has said the communication has often felt limited, adding to their frustration and heartbreak. In October 2024, 1 year after Sherree disappeared, her family held a vigil to mark the anniversary. Friends, neighbors, and members of the community gathered to honor her life and remind others that Sherree still matters. Her daughter spoke emotionally, saying she just wanted her mother to come home and asking anyone with information to come forward. As of this recording, Sherree Brown's case remains open and under investigation. There have been no arrests, no confirmed sightings, no breakthroughs. Her family has said her disappearance was completely out of character. So what happened to Sherree Brown? Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of Sherree Brown. Her family continues to plead for answers as the search continues. Anyone with information about the disappearance or whereabouts of Sherree should contact the Newport News Police Department or call the anonymous crime line. Their contact information is listed in the description below. As we close out this episode, remember that sharing Sherree's story helps make sure her case does not disappear and that her family's search for answers continues. Follow Hunting for Answers for updates on this case and others like it. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more true crime stories and case updates. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.